Alright, so the latest patch for Tekken 8 just got released, version 1.11, and I gotta say, let me get this out of the way first. This is probably the most important patch in Tekken 8 to me, because look at what we got on the screen right now, dude. Azucena customization, Gear 5 Luffy in full display. So we can now showcase our customizations on the main menu, which is pretty sick, dude. I mean, look at this. Holy moly, look at this outfit. You see this? I can't believe how good this looks. Look at that. Holy moly, dude. Look. Like, you can't tell me this doesn't like. This looks so sick, dude. Dang. So I think this is a really great addition, and you could go ahead and change this. You know, you go into your option settings. You go into your screen settings right here. You know. Main character display. You got your customs, as you can see. Let me just switch it to the goth outfit right here. Watch. Boom, look at that, dude. You see that? Wow. Dang, I can't believe it. This is pretty sick, to be honest, dude. Heck yeah, dude. Oh yeah. So, beyond just the customization, I guess let's talk about the, quality of life changes. So we got, of course, got this cool addition here. You could showcase your customs on the main menu. On top of that, we got 20 more new slots of customization for everybody. So it's 20 slots overall, shared among the entire cast. It's not 20 characters. It's not 20 slots per character. So it's just 20 additional slots overall, which is pretty sick. I like it because I've had to delete some cool customs because I didn't have enough room to make more new ones without deleting them. So I think that's pretty sick as well. And also, if we go back to the option settings right here, one thing you'll notice is that this is another quality of life change. I guess if you're into this, you can hide other players' names. As you can see, you could hide your friends, following, and rivals. So that's something that's available to you if you want to do it, like I said. So, things like that. And what else? I guess in terms of, I'm probably missing something, but I'm just kind of going through the things that stick out to me. And of course, the most obvious one is that Clive got hit by quite a few nerfs that, were intended to make him less of a oppressive character, because he was hecka busted. He was way too strong. So let me go ahead and show you real quick. Let me go to practice mode. Also, as you can see, the custom slots here available. So you see here, these are the original 10, and if you press down, here is the extra customization slots. As you can see, it says shared 0-1, so it's 20 shared among the cast. And this costume right here is a new addition to the Tekken shop with this update. It's every girl has a kimono type of outfit, so as you can see, I already was kind of just testing some stuff out with Azucena. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you some of the Clive nerfs that happened, alright? The most obvious change that Clive got is that his forward 1+2 is no longer safe on block. So as you can see, if you block this, look at the frame data right there, it's -12. So if you block this, now you could go ahead and punish it, right? It's no longer a safe move. And this is crucial because forward 1+2 is really, up until now, has been Clive's whole identity. Many players could just do forward 1+2 over and over and over again, and they could get a lot of mileage out of it. But now with forward 1+2 being negative at -12, they can no longer just spam it. They can't just throw it out without any consequence, right? So you block it, you punish with a 12 frame move, right? On top of that, one thing that they did as well is that it doesn't have tracking properties anymore. So let me show you, for example, right? I record that, reset. So before this move had a lot of tracking. So even if the first hit whiffed, the second hit could catch you. But now, if the first hit whiffs, you could sidestep it, right? You could sidewalk. See? And again, this is also a big nerf. It's a big change for Clive because, really, like I said, forward 1+2, when you think about it, forward 1+2 is to Clive what while running 3-2 was to Azucena before the patch. Because before Azucena got nerfed, while running 3-2 was hecka effective, dude. That was an oppressive move, massive frame advantage on block. You could do it repeatedly over and over again. And then Azucena got hit by the nerfs, and it forced Azucena players to either drop her if that's what they relied on, or adapt and utilize more of her stances, which is what Bandai Namco wanted her to be played as. So the same thing is going to apply to Clive. So with forward 1+2 taking a hit, now Clive players are going to have to change their game plan a little bit. You know, he's still a strong character, but they can no longer just rely on forward 1+2 to carry them over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a big nerf to Clive, and something that everybody was wanting to happen, and we actually did end up getting quite a big nerf, significant nerf, I want to say, to forward 1+2. Another nerf that Clive got is that his parry, his back 3, now has a longer recovery window. So as you can see right here, when he does that, he recovers a little bit slower, so that leaves you with a good opportunity to launch punish, right? Or do some, you know, get him, tag him with an attack or something, right? Another move that took a hit is Clive's back 1+2. So this move right here, Titan, right? This one. All right, so as you can see, this move right here is his Power Crush. On block, it's -14, but what used to happen is that if Clive were to hit you with this move, if you were to block this move at tip range, so like right here, for example, at some point, some situations, it would be, I believe, -13, so it wouldn't be -14 from all distances. However, that has now changed, so this move right here, back 1+2, is now -14 no matter what the distance is. However, the pushback is still pretty strong, so as you can see right here, I can punish with Asusena, but if I'm like at tip range, my punish will whiff. So the pushback is still there, still making it a very viable move. I'm wondering if that might get toned down in the future. I'm not sure. They might keep it as is, but you know, for what it's worth, they did adjust that frame data difference depending on how what range back 1+2 hit from. So overall, you know, this move still it's -14 now all across the board. So if you block it, just remember to punish it. And also another thing that happened is that if Clive absorbs an attack while doing back 1+2, the damage got reduced by, I believe, 5 points. So that's also something to keep in mind as well. So it does a little bit less damage, not by much, but enough to notice a difference. Overall, like I said, I think Clive is still going to be a strong character, but people who will play Clive because they actually like him as a character, they'll now have to be a little bit more creative with him. They can't just rely on forward 1+2 and let that kind of carry them, so they'll have to utilize his moveset, be creative, kind of the same way it happened with Asusena, right? You have to actually learn the character and play Clive the way the developers probably intended him to be played. So that's going to be interesting to see how many Clive players there are out there right now, how he's going to do in tournaments, all that good stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Clive moving forward. Now, on top of, you know, beyond just the gameplay adjustments, there are some other adjustments that I think are pretty cool. So for example, in Quick Match, you can now do infinite rematches, which is something that many players have been wanting, because you can't do infinite rematches in ranked. It's first to 2, right? It used to be the same thing in Quick Match, which, to be honest, I don't know why that was the case. It didn't really make sense to me why that was the case in Quick Match, but we now have infinite rematch in Quick Match, which is pretty sick, because if you run into a good player, somebody that you're having great matches with, you don't have to take any extra steps to keep on playing the guy. You could just keep on going, infinite rematch right there from Quick Match. That's pretty cool, to be honest. I like that they did that. There's also like improved practice settings for like punishment settings, and you know, like photo mode updates, you know, more controls. But overall, you know, this was a more of a patch to nerf Clive, make adjustments to him. And I think if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the last patch that will be released until Season 2 gets announced. And I believe Michael Murray said during the TWT Finals, I think he said that Season 2 is going to be released during the warmer months of spring, give or take, to paraphrase what he said. So I think, you know, we're looking at, I would assume, March before the next season of TWT kicks off. So I think this is the latest patch, the last patch until the overhaul for Season 2 that's going to happen eventually. So I'm thinking maybe March is when it's going to happen. But beyond that, I think that's kind of all I got for you right now. Just doing a quick rundown of the changes that stuck out to me overall. You know, pretty good. We'll see what happens moving forward. But beyond that, that's all I got. Let me know what y'all thought about the changes. What would you have changed? What do you want to see later in the future? All that good stuff. So other than that, I hope you guys have a good night. Stay safe out there. Take care. And I'll see you in the next video.